Yeah, Billy, hockey is over, but life still goes on. We've got a big weekend of sports action to tell you about. Despite a 24-point lead in the basketball game, the game went down to the wire. Plus, will any BYU Cougars be heading to the big league soon? And two of tennis' finest meet up again in the French Open title match. But the match was very one-sided. Well, because of the 2-3-2 format in the finals, Game 2 becomes that much more important for both teams. In the history of the NBA Finals, only 3 teams have come back from a 2-0 deficit. So needless to say, the Lakers didn't want to find themselves down 0-2 going back to LA. Paul Pierce, that infamous knee, and Kobe Bryant getting ready for Game 2. Late in the third, Leon Poe, huge contributor off the bench, the slam. He put the Celtics up by 22 at that point. They'd be up by 24. But the three-party came from the Lakers in Boston this time. 7 threes in the fourth quarter. Sasha Vujacic, Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant, and then Vujacic again. Unbelievable comeback, but 20 seconds left, trying to complete the comeback. Vujacic blocked by Pierce, and that would clinch the victory for the Celtics. Boston goes on to win 108-102 to take a 2-0 lead in the series. Game 3 will be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Los Angeles. Well, sticking with basketball, BYU forward Jonathan Tavernari is heading down to Brazil this week to try out for the Brazilian national team. Tavernari will be one of 18 players to report to training camp in Rio de Janeiro, and if he makes the squad, he will play in 2 tournaments in preparation for the 12-team FIBA qualifying Olympic tournament in Athens, Greece. Tavernari will also be joined at training camp by former BYU Cougar Rafael Araújo. Well, all 50 rounds of the Major League Baseball draft took place over the weekend, and 2 BYU Cougars were selected. Sean McNaughton, BYU's left fielder, was selected in the 38th round, the 1,151st overall pick by the Chicago Cubs, and Kent Walton, BYU center fielder, was selected in the 42nd round, the 1,264th overall pick by the Oakland A's. Neither have said if they will return to BYU next year or if they will take their chances at the professional level. Well, Roger Federer, the #1 player in the world, and Rafael Nadal, the winner of the French Open the last 3 years, squared off in a 3rd straight French Open title match. Nadal just owns on clay, and this match would be no different, unfortunately, for Federer. Unforced errors would be the story. 35 unforced errors by Federer to Nadal's just 7. Nadal would win the first set 6-1, the second set 6-3, and the third set 6-0. And this was the most lopsided men's French Open final since 1977. Nadal improves to 28-0 for his career in the French Open, so absolutely just dominating performance.
Gosh, it seems like clay is just kryptonite to Federer these days. He's so much better on other courts.
I know, he's 12-0 in finals in other tournaments, but he's 0-3 in finals in the French.
Well, thanks, Drew.